Hi guys, welcome to CYC. Today is going to be the sixth part of the resilience series. It's going to be the final part on YouTube. If you're interested in learning more about resilience from me, then I'm going to do a full course. You can DM or just leave a comment and I'll hook you up with that one. But for today, we are going to look at the cons, the negatives of resilience, because we've gone through the positives, how to build it and all the rest. But as with everything in psychology, it's a spectrum. So there's give and take. So what exactly are you losing if you want to become more resilient? Or perhaps more importantly, what is keeping you at low resilience? What are the benefits of not being that resilient? And that's what we're going to go through today. So first we're going to define resilience, and it is what? Adapting. It is getting bigger, getting stronger. It is learning. It is endurance. It's just the ability to just get through. Okay, there's a few different definitions, and they don't exactly meld together, but that's the rough kind of colloquial kind of understanding of what resilience is. Okay, so to be adaptable, that first one, that's kind of the main one, I think. And the question then is, do you always want to be adaptable? And the answer is going to be no, because sometimes it's not for you, the individual, to adapt. Sometimes it's for the environment to adapt. Because sometimes the environment's just wrong. And sometimes you have to just go against it. And risk dying on that hill or whatever else. And there's going to be a certain benefit of feeling like the outsider, feeling like David went fighting the Goliath or whatever. There's a certain underdog mentality, a certain kind of martyrdom. There's a pride in martyrdom or something like that, of being small against something big. I hate the company I work for. I hate this house, this family, this social network, this country, this county, the people around me. It's like, God damn it. There's a certain amount of superiority in that. And I'm not trying to say that's always wrong. Sometimes the people around you are a bit stupid on a certain topic. Like, I don't know your environment. But regardless, that is the trade-off, or there's the spectrum. Then you have learning, growing, getting bigger, getting stronger. Again, that's kind of adapting. You're adapting to the situation and you're learning tricks. Sometimes you don't always want to learn a trick for your current environment, especially if it's a temporary environment, because maybe the temporary environment will just etch in lessons that will have to be unlearnt later, such as, we'll give some very common examples. Work hard and you'll make money. That works perfect when you're like 18 to 25, say, for being a bit wide on that range. But and then after that, it's work smart. It is whatever education that you've accrued becomes far more valuable than your willingness to grind. Not saying mutually exclusive, like as in you have to put in some work, but just the ratio between the two levels out, if not goes higher in the education section. And then we get into the third part, endurance, that just ability to grit your teeth and just get through it. And that has the obvious downside of not reaching out for help enough and not actually showing the difficulty of it, so that the people making the demands might ease off, or that the people around you might come in and support, or whatever else. But again, I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, whatever. There's a spectrum there. It can be bad on the extreme of either end. So just finding that middle ground for yourself is what's important for all of these. And there's two more parts that I want to go through. And the first is going to be that dynamic of being good versus being seen as being good. And of course, if you're resilient and all the rest, you want to be good, which means being humble, exposing yourself, learning all the flaws and adapting, growing, getting stronger. That's my personal preference. But being seen to be good has its charm. It's there for a purpose. I've been disparaging towards this before. I will continue to be so. But let's give the devil his due. being seen to be good and holding esteem in the community and holding so that people respect you or give you, trust you more, I suppose. I'm iffy on that, but if played well, if done right, if not found out, perhaps it does give you a leg up, and that would be an argument against resilience, perhaps, because I still find that is a vulnerable state. The second one then is challenge thinking versus threat thinking. Now, challenge, if you want to be resilient and all the rest, challenge thinking is where you're going to go, because it's going to be something to be battled against, to be challenged, to be endured, to be fought, to be won, to make you bigger and stronger and all the rest. But there are times when threat thinking is appropriate. And threat thinking is that fight, flight, or freeze response. That is that going primal, going feral, start frothing at the mouth, that just rat in a corner sort of attitude. And there are cases where that's appropriate just for your own safety. So just understanding that that's also a separate things or whatever. Although I would say that if you're high in resilience, you're able to navigate this pretty well. But just putting it out there anyway, so you understand the full spectrum that all goes along with resilience, because it's quite a complicated topic. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. This is the last part of the resilience course. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to learn more about resilience from myself, drop me a message or leave a comment below and I'll connect you with that one. And for today, I just want to leave on a note and say that life and living is chaos, hence the name of the channel. And it's up to ourselves to choose which side of chaos, not to be persuaded by one side or the other, but to recognize the pros and cons of each side and make the educated decision of what we're willing to lose, what we're willing to gain, and all the rest. That is the process we're going for. So, anyway, thought that needed to be said at the end of this course, this series in particular. I will leave it there. I will see you next Tuesday, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye guys.